we're going to add some tissue collage to the front of a canvas zipper pouch. And this same principle applies to canvas bags or aprons or any sort of fabric that doesn't need to be washed in the washing machine. So we're going to use, for this particular project, we're going to use a cocktail napkin, but you could use art tissue as well. The one thing you want to make sure is that you get only the topmost layer. Most napkins are 3 layers thick, and once you pull that first layer off, you think that's all it is, but there's actually one more layer there. I usually just lick my fingers and pinch and pull the 2 layers apart. And make sure that I have more than enough. I'm just going to put the medium on the canvas itself and then put this into place. I'm going to let it dry and pull off the excess. I'm not trying to cut it to size. So I'm using Liquitex matte medium, and I'm going to apply it liberally to the canvas bag itself. It will shrink a little bit, so it's a good idea to, I also have a piece of paper inside. It's a good idea to get a nice coating on this. This canvas bag is kind of thirsty. It soaks up the medium, so you want to make sure that it is completely coated. I'm just using a disposable sponge brush. And like I said, I do have a piece of freezer paper inside so that it's not going to stick when this soaks through the canvas bag. It's not going to stick to the inside. All of these outside edges you need to get. Wherever you want that tissue to stick, you need to make sure there's medium there. Pat it down first and then take your sponge brush and continue to work another layer of that matte medium over top. And really saturate that tissue onto the surface. More tapping it into place than brushing it, because this tissue is very fragile when it gets wet. I'll also use my finger to smooth down any wrinkles and make sure that it's not lifting around the edges. I'll set it aside and let it thoroughly dry, and then I'll peel, just pull the tissue off the sides. And when I'm finished, I have something like this. And I could paint around the edges. I could also flip it over and do the same thing on the back side. I would want to make sure I put a piece of tape over top of this zipper before I did any collage work on this back side. But usually one side is all I do.